Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're watching this video, thank you so much. So there's this thing that's been making waves ever since the era of AI started. People are just so confused. They're contemplating if AI is going to take my job, AI is going to take your job. You're wondering, is my job safe? Don't worry, in this video we're going to dissect so many things about this whole thing. First of all, we'll talk about the idea of will AI actually replace my job or your job, right? And then we'll talk about this interesting headline about Ford. Yes, Ford Motors company, the automobile company that rehired about 350 veteran engineers back to work for them after laying off about 5,300 salaried position white collar jobs. So it's such an interesting headline. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god, a lot of people posted about it. One particular comment said, paint me, is it purple or red? Just to say that this is a shocking one. So after all the waves of AI and all that trying to automate things, why are you guys still rehiring? So let's dissect that story real quick, because personally I found that story really interesting. When I saw that, I was like, okay. All right, so personally when I saw the headline, I was it was really laughable. It was a laughable situation because we all felt like, okay, these persons, they don't need human beings anymore. But guess what, human beings are still needed. Because in the headline, okay, let me just give you the real gist from the way the story goes, so that you get to understand it real well. In as much as a lot of people have so many opinions about it, the truth is that yes, human beings are still very much needed. In fact, let's go straight into the story of how the Ford situation happened, in case you don't know. Okay, so Ford Motors, the automobile company, very renowned company that is interested in, of course, automating their system, their quality control especially. So in 2020, they laid off about 5,300 positions, white collar jobs. So you can imagine how many families and all that affected. But they tried to automate their quality control just to make sure that, okay, since this is an era of AI, let's try to integrate that and try to reduce all of those human interference in terms of the quality control. But they failed to realize that the AI quality control system still needed a lot of these veteran engineers. They call them gray engineers. Yeah, that's like a nickname or something. These engineers have worked with them for a lot of years, and they have a whole lot of knowledge. They have so much experiences in terms of their quality control, things to do, and all of those details and all that. But then they fail to realize that these people still have things to contribute. And when you're talking about automating your system, of course you need this knowledge of these veteran engineers, but they fail to do that. They fail to use these engineers. I don't want to use the word use them basically, but then they fail to pass across that information, because as much as I know, AI is something that is as good as the prompts that you feed it. So if you feed it garbage, it will give you garbage. But it's as powerful, it can be such a powerful tool when it is fed on the right prompt. And that's why these veteran engineers were really so much needed. So when they lost their jobs and all that, and then they failed to, Ford actually lost a whole lot of money. They lost billions of dollars according to my research from that period after they made the layoffs and all that, right? But then eventually when they realized that, they couldn't even like manage this thing anymore, they had to start with to rehire, which is this 350 engineers that were hired back. Now this engineer was supposed to train the juniors that was supposed to also help with the automation and all that. So in essence, it actually proved them so wrong. It proved the statement that the CEO of Ford, Jim Farley, that says that AI is going to replace a whole lot of white collar jobs. In fact, it's already replacing it. It has actually counteracted that statement, because right now even the VP admitted to the fact, the VP of Ford, that's Charles Poon something, admitted to the fact that this they actually underestimated the skill and the need for these human engineers, these veteran engineers, the dark bird engineers. Actually underestimated their efforts. So because of that, they had to rehire some of them. So they cannot really help to just train the AI, the quality control, the design, and all of that. So that is to tell you that you cannot undermine the core value of real experience, human experience. Is something that you cannot just joke with, because these people have watched this system. So if you want to automate anything, it has to come from a place of deep knowledge. It has to come from a place of experience, of good, not just experience in terms of, okay, this is just what you think, but like real hardcore experience. Ford systems failed not because the AI automation system in itself failed, but because they failed to utilize the knowledge of these veteran engineers and just pass across this information and use it to feed the AI better. So they felt like, okay, the automation is going to give us high quality products, without realizing that you have to make use of the human knowledge first, and use that human knowledge even as much as continuously to use that human knowledge to make sure that you maintain that system that you have. Because if something goes wrong, AI would not really understand based on human perspective how things, what happened that it got to that. It has to be fed that information to know the cause and effect, for you to realize that, okay, this is how it should be. In case of, if I see something like this in future, I'll probably look out for this and that. So that's to say that AI is as good as the kind of prompt that you feed it. So do not feel left out. In case you don't know how to use any AI, maybe you just know how to use ChatGPT and Claude, that is totally fine. But then don't stop there. Go all out. Go to websites, try and find out how you can learn how to prompt better, so that you can use this AI for your own self, for your work, so you'll be seamless. Your work, those repetitive tasks that you're supposed to be doing, that delays you, that you've done over and over, you can use AI and just make sure that everything is faster. So that's why I said AI can be your friend, but it can also be your enemy. It can be your friend if you know how to use it well and get what you want faster output. You don't want to waste time. There's no time. As long as you're able to do something and you can do it faster, better. Okay, but if you're not able to use it, that's where the problem comes. That's where you'll be displaced by those people that know how to leverage that AI in your own job. So I hope that makes sense. So if you're watching this video, don't be so overwhelmed, because I know that there are a whole lot of AI every day, every single day. News of new AI are being dropped. So if you're watching this video, do not be overwhelmed. Take your time, even if it's like one of them, as long as you know how to prompt it better. Look for top ones, right? Go for them. Know how to prompt them really well. Know how to personalize it. Know how to. There are different ways of prompting. There's the one of personalizing it. There's the one of persona. There's the one of persona when you want it to act in a certain form of character. There's the one of prompting it in terms of, okay, this is the kind of outfit I want. So there are a lot of prompting involved, but you need to know these things first before you can get smarter results. So I hope this video is helpful to you. At least now you know that, okay, AI is not going to replace me, but AI might likely threaten my job if I don't know how to leverage it, and I'm just stuck and I don't want to use the vast knowledge that AI can provide me in making sure that my job is seamless. That is where you have the problem. I hope this video is helpful to you. I hope you find a bit of value. I hope even if there's nothing that you got from this video, at least let it encourage you to know that, okay, it's time for me to sit up. It's time for me to go and learn more about this AI thing that I than the basic knowledge I have right now, or than the current knowledge I have right now. I need to improve on it, because if you're not improving the knowledge of something, that's you not growing, that's you shrinking basically. So I hope you find it helpful. So don't be scared. AI is not going to replace you, but you might be threatened if you don't wake up and go out there and leverage AI to the fullest of your ability. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.